So moving along to phase 2 of the framed fat bike Alaskan carbon, I'm going to convert these tubeless. This does need a 6mm Allen key to get the through axle off in the rear. I do like that the SRAM has the derailleur lock, so you can kind of get it out of the way. That is a long axle. A lot of space in this frame. We'll have to pause the process here and run over to my local bike shop. Disappointed a little bit that they did not include valves. I mean, they make the rims taped, tubeless ready, and they did not include valves, and I didn't even think of it and notice it until this moment. Luckily I have a shop close by. I'm going to make sure they have some and go get those and continue setting these up. So just back from the local bike shop, shout out to Wheel Sport, South Hill. It's a great shop, and I did do my part in supporting them. So they also had some tips on seating tubeless, that is. And so I got my valve stems and going to continue the install here. Okay, victory. So yes, the compressor took a couple of attempts and it quickly got it to seat. So I did that without the valve core in, and then you just put your finger over it when you take the inflator, the chuck off, and quickly screw that in. And now I'm going to top off. All right, round 2 on the front tire, setting up tubeless. What I'm attempting to do is again pull the tube out without taking the tire completely off the wheel, and I'm attempting to keep the back this time seated up on the bead that is up on the rim, and just getting the tube out one side. Got the tube out. What I did is of course put the new valve stem in and tighten that up, and to get both sides to seat, before putting any fluid in, I went ahead and inflated it with the compressor and got the bead all around up and seated. What I'm going to do is go to what I think is probably a cleaner method, and that is to use a syringe to inject through the valve. This is my homemade syringe, by the way, kind of homemade. I just have this gardening drip irrigation tubing, and I've got a 10 ml syringe. I had a 5 ml, and this just takes way too long. It's about 30 mils per ounce, so you can get, of course, the large capacity syringes to do it in one shot, and I don't have one, and so I'm going to use what I got. Just thought of this now, I can hear the rim seeping, was I didn't shake. Oh, hey there. Always freaks me out. So you want to make sure that you get that sealant everywhere. It is holding air. We are, I think, minutes from go time. We've got some really milder weather right now, so there's no snow, hardly. So I'm actually going to go out here shortly for a trail test. Way less mess, folks. Alright, what's the moral of the story? Well, if you can get the tire on the rim seated before adding fluid, I think you're always going to be guaranteed less mess. You're also more likely to be able to pump this up. So again, I was able to get it to inflate very easily with the floor pump. And this is not a high capacity pump. This is the Surface brand digital, which is awesome. This paid for itself. First day I got it. So I also have a Toe Peak digital gauge. These kinds of the digital gauges are fairly important for fat tires because you're running low pressures and you're not going to be able to figure out your pressure accurately with an analog gauge.